Good afternoon.
Yes, yes. Very good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
I have been great. Can't complain. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also doing well. There's no complaining.
Nice. Nice
Mhm.
to hear that. And now,
Okay.
yeah.
So, ma'am, we are meeting first time, so I would
Hmm.
like to know about you a little bit.
Okay, sure. As you know that my name is Mohsina. I hail from Assam. I have done graduation and B.Ed.
Mhm.
Moreover, I'm a homemaker, mother of two kids. Apart from that, I give classes to some beginners and intermediate level of learners. On top of that, I run a YouTube channel by the name English with Mohsina. Yeah, this is all about me in a nutshell.
Yeah, it was so captivating. I would personally believe it doesn't matter in this situation are you staying. If you have been through, if you have been through the very tough situations of your life, it will make
Mhm,
you too much mature before reaching to the certain age of your life. What I personally
mhm,
believe. And maturity comes when you enter in a very unpredictable situation in your life where you get only yourself, and apart from not any one is there for helping you. If you would be depending over yourself only, even
mhm.
your parents, your mother, father, anyone is not there. And in
Okay.
that critical situation, if you are being able to take decision in your life,
Mhm,
in that
mhm.
situation your maturity will help you. Okay.
Definitely.
And that is
Mhm,
the better sources of developing your maturity level to the better levels, I would say, in comparison to the older people. Because what I think, it doesn't matter how older you are. It doesn't matter how much age have you crossed into your life. It doesn't matter if you are
mhm,
suffering through a very tough situations, and you are being felt very alone in a
mhm,
single every single day. So situations has taught you the lesson of your life, and it will give you the better of shape of your new versions. Right.
mhm. Right,
So
indeed. Mm.
as far as my concern, it's very
Mhm,
difficult to move ahead in our life. Okay.
mhm,
Before
mhm.
suffering through any bad situation. So you have to be a quite determined person. You have to fix your mindset. I have
True.
to live alone because alone people have utilized in a right way their each of time in a
That was that when a child become the adult, in that time, physically, the child becomes mature. But there are other terms as well to becoming mature,
Mhm.
emotionally, socially, right? And it is too much important. When it comes to physically, we all become mature with time. But mentally, we see that some of the people, although they are 50s, 40s, but still they don't know how to behave. They are not that much mature. They are not able to control their emotion. Before,
Mm,
I can say that I was also maybe struggling with these things. As a human being, we have the emotion. For example,
yeah.
we get angry, we feel so excited and happy, we feel miserable, and sometimes we are not able to control ourselves, right?
Yes.
But it is too much important to know how our emotion able to control our emotion, then we can make a good relationship with our family members and as well as in workplace as well. So it helps personally and professionally. And how you can or how we can improve it once we start believing in ourselves, and we need to accept that no one is perfect. Most of the time it happens that we start judging ourselves that I am not that much competent. We compare ourselves with other people. When we compare ourselves with the other people, then we don't feel happy from the inside and we start feeling jealousy, and
Yeah.
sometimes that is the emotion burst out, right?
Yeah. You're right, man.
So rather than thinking about the perfection, we should try to know about our own thing, that what we want in our life, and whatever the things we have, if we start paying gratitude to the God and being, then we can adjust with everything. Then we can become matured. We need to
Hmm.
accept that this is the life, and life is not a bed of roses, right? Ups and
Yeah.
downs will be definitely there. Sometimes I may make mistakes. I have to accept it. Being a human being, I'm not a computer or a robot or AI, right? So
Yeah.
now I have accepted that I'm a human being. I may make mistakes, but my mindset should be that I need to learn from my mistakes.
Yeah.
And whatever I am and what I am going to be, I should take the responsibility about that. I should not blame to anyone.
Yes,
And
indeed.
yeah, so these are the things I am focusing. And apart from that, when it comes to how to talk to people, when to talk, when not to talk, these are the things also we need to keep in our mind to become a mature person. Sometimes see, uh, it may happen that I am not feeling good with one person, or the person is saying to me, I feel to react, but I must understand that should I react or react, what will be the consequences, what will be the repercussion from that. If I see that no, the repercussion will be negative for my side, then it's better to be silent.
Yeah, you're right.
And becoming a mature person, we should try to contemplate who are the real people for you, who want you to grow and thrive and they become happy. We should try to stay or give time with those people. And if you see that someone is actually not good for you, rather than arguing and rather than struggling, just it's better to stay away from the toxic people.
Yes, you're right, ma'am.
Yeah. If you have any point, you can also share. And in meanwhile, if other point come in my mind, definitely I will add. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You're right, ma'am. I think I'm also relating my opinion of you. Uh, Most of the major things did you mention into this matter?
Take the responsibility of our physical health, mental health, everything. Moreover, the thing is that see, when we have the family, we have, like, we are social human being, we can't live alone,
Mm-hmm.
although we should love ourselves, but there are some dependency as well. For example, your mother will expect something from you, you can also expect, but it should not be too much. You should also
Yeah,
understand, you should also understand others, others opinion, others choice, they should also understand. But all the time if we just think about other people, how they are thinking about us, and if I just think about myself, then I'm gonna be selfish. So so what I mean to say that we should take responsibility about our emotion, but as a human being we should also think about others as well. We should show the
yeah,
empathy for our loved ones, for our like friends. And see, now through this YouTube, we are connecting to different people. And it's been 1.5 month. I have been talking to people. Before that, I was not connecting in this way. And I can see the improvement in myself. Before, like
mm,
when I did this kind of conversation first, second time, I was not that much comfortable. I could not speak much. I was thinking that what should I speak? But day by day, I can see that improvement. I can get to know different things from different people, their perspective. I can share my own perspective. So it is kind of win-win and collaborative things. It is great.
yeah, you're
However,
right, ma'am.
just you need to know that who are the real people. And in this life, you will get those kind of people as well who will try to make you underconfident and will try to like tell you the negative things about you. And if you take it personally, and if you start thinking about it, oh my god, why the person have told in this way, but the person has told in this way, am I actually not really good? You shouldn't bother about it. If someone gives you, I'm telling about my experience actually, that if someone gives me any constructive feedback, I take it seriously and I try to work on it and I can see that improvement. But I can understand if someone tries to make me underconfident, and because that person doesn't want me to thrive in life, that's why he or she is pointing out some negative thing. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I don't.
And
Previously I was like that. Previously, I want to share, previously if someone told anything about me, it may be my personal thing or anything, I started taking it so seriously. I could not sleep well, that why I have
oh
done
my
this.
god.
Yes, previously, but now I have become mature, to be honest. Once I started making the habit of reading books, I have read many books. I started working on by speaking English, these things. Now I don't have time to think about the negative thing and I can see the improvement. So, this way, in this life, we have to adapt different kind of situation. It may be negative and positive, but our mindset should be always positive. If something wrong is there, definitely with determination and perseverance we can overcome it. We should not quit.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right, ma'am. Because
Sure.
what I personally, wonder about this matter. Uh, if you are quite sensitive person, so you take anything very seriously in your life, and it's
Mm,
very difficult to get away of this matter. Okay, and it's become the cause of overthinking
mm,
problem of your life. So having maturity will allow you, to overcome, to get the signal internally of you, and it will help
mm,
you to take the right conclusion of this matter. What I personally believe, and it's very imperative for the all individuals' life. Okay, having maturity doesn't mean you do not know how to utilize this wisdom, wiseness in each and every action towards any matter. You must know the art of using, yeah, utilizing your wisdom into the right way and tackle out all the issues of your life. It's totally up to you. Because depending on person to person, they would give
mm-hmm,
you and passing you all decision according to their convenience. They do not know
mm-hmm.
what is the condition into your life, right?
True, true, true,
So
exactly.
yeah, so always depending on yourself, try to just develop your personalities as much as you are going to aware in your life becomes so much easier than your previous life, I would say. And
That,
this process would never ever ending in your
mm,
entire life, right? So be
that
mature, try to stay alone if you really want to utilize your wisdom into the right direction. So it's very imperative and consecutive for your development to stay away from crowd of people. Then
exactly.
only the way you can utilize your wisdom into the right direction and you can invent in something else that will be more crucial for your upcoming situation as well. Right.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah. Right, right.
Yes. Because having self existence around the more people, we have influence a lot, right?
Mm,
And we are human being. We have a very bad habit of compromising self. I mean, sorry, compromising not.
mhm,
Yeah, comparisons.
mhm,
Comparisons habit.
mhm,
After getting the good condition of others, we start comparing self between them. And it's
mm.
become the cause of developing, I mean, creating a different kinds of vibes internally and creating a many obstacle in
Sure.
life,
And
right?
depression, anxiety also
In yeah,
happens.
it's
This
the
come.
cause of producing internally.
Mm,
And I think for the while we are going to stuck in our own comfort zone. It's very difficult to come out of it,
mm.
right, ma'am? So
Right,
these
right.
are things we have to consider, okay? And we have taken a very careful each and every action. If you have the good maturity, you must utilize in the right way.
Exactly.
That's all.
And the problem happens because we don't know about our own self. We don't know many things about many other people, but we don't try to know that actually what are the qualities I possess, what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses. So we can try to rectify our weaknesses and we can go with our strength as well. And one thing I have observed and noticed that once like if someone is not happy in their life, then they start feeling jealousy of other people, they start comparing with others life. But if I'm satisfied with my life, what I am doing, if I am doing something productive for my life, and I can see the improvements of in me, and as well as because I'm improving, I can help my family as well, definitely, right? I can't say without my, I can't stay without my family. I am going to interrelate with it, it goes hand in hand. So if I'm improving, if I'm becoming more positive, I can like impart that thing to my relatives, to my family members, to my friends as well. And once we can see that, we become satisfied that at least I am doing something good. I don't use these days, I can say that Facebook, Instagram. I'm not saying that it is a bad thing to use, but I was realizing it was not helping me in my
Yeah,
like personality. So once in a blue moon, it is okay to use. But if I see that no, I'm not getting any fruitful things from it, now because we don't have that much of time, we have lots of responsibilities. So we should be aware where we have to spend time so that it helps us. Simultaneously, I can spread that love, care, and imparting knowledge as well with my loved ones.
yeah, you're right, ma'am. And I just want to add something into this matter. Like having clarity is really imperative for every individual. Many of them do not have that much clarity of their own concept and thoughts, right?
Mhm.
And you can consider, especially in this era, our thought is the biggest enemy, more than anyone, right?
Mhm.
What we
Right.
consider relevant actions will be there about any matter. So it's very
Mhm.
difficult to control your own thoughts and getting the right conclusion. What you thought, it's a really relevant of your actual situation that is happening into your life. You have to understand first. Okay. So
Mhm.
what I personally think, like if you have the good education, so you must utilize your education. Every time you
Mhm.
do not go according to your thoughts, some of time you have to take the action against your thoughts. And it's very, I think, necessary for every individual. Like you're
Mhm.
supposed to be, ma'am, we start using, I mean, watching any reels, right? So many of
Mhm.
time our subconsciousness doesn't allow to leave it, right? A very temporary, wasting a
Mhm.
lot of time.
Mhm.
Why? Because we are getting entertainment self there.
Exactly.
But this is not right for our development. We need
Mhm.
to use only the less that would be much convenient to us,
Mhm.
right? But over the activities, over these any matters, it would be cause of destroying our entire life, right, ma'am?
Right,
So
right.
these things we have to understand.
We have to understand, and there is always conviction in our head. Our one mind says that do it, and another mind says that no, you shouldn't do it, because we know the consequences. So that's why we should be mindful. When we are mindful, then it is not possible to control 100%, I can say that, but in some extent we can do that. For that, that's why we must have the wisdom. And one trick I can say that once you start talking to yourself, if I'm going to do it, then what will be the consequence? Will it be the positive way or negative way? And after that, if you start writing it, it helps a lot. Sometimes I do it. If I do it, how it is going to help me? Is it going to help me or it is going to impact in a negative way? So once you start pondering these things, then we become, or we are able to control our thoughts. And nowadays,
Yes.
after reading that book, The Power of Subconscious Mind, although negative thoughts come, but still I try to tell my brain that no, it will be good, I can do that. It may take time, but I do have the faith with practice, with time, I can overcome this. And I'm not perfect, it's okay, no one is perfect, but definitely with perseverance we can improve. Because our subconscious mind doesn't know whether we are telling the truth or we are lying, we accept it and we start reacting in this way. So once we start telling that positive thing in our mind, it also shows the result in positive way.
Yeah, you're right, ma'am. And that's why, before taking any action towards any matter, we need to consider first. Always, we do not go through our thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Many of time, what I personally consider like self-talking, it's much imperative for all the citizens' life. If you do
Yeah.
not spend with yourself a little bit time and not talk to yourself about any matter, so you can't get the better clarity in your entire life, what I personally think. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Having clarity in your thoughts, it's very important to just talk to yourself and spend time with yourself. Every time having self existence with the crowd of people, it will never allow you to think indifferently more than other. You would be stuck into the illusions of universe, right, ma'am?
Mm-hmm.
So becoming a good versions of yourself, you have to sacrifice some of amusement of yours, okay, in order to have the better achievement that is much crucial for your life and growth,
Definitely,
right?
I can resonate. I can resonate. I started sacrificing many things when I started learning this language. See, if we want to achieve something, definitely we have to manage time as well. So now, as I am giving classes, I do have the responsibility at home. I am talking to different people, but if I don't bother about going outside anytime, if I want to go, I need to know that which one is important for me. There should be, it's okay once in a week, if I go somewhere to enjoy, it is okay. But every day if I'm just thinking that I want to have fun, I need to go
Mhm.
there, no, then it is not definitely gonna help. We have to think it wisely, how to organize our time and make the schedule.
Yeah, and you do not live in your fantasy all the time. You live in a practical way. It would be much impactful overall your personalities, right, ma'am? Many of them, I think I have ever seen, many of them are still visualizing internally. Like one day I would reach that level. I will do this. I will raise my own something else. But that
Mm-hmm.
time doesn't come out into their life because
Mm-hmm.
imaginary things doesn't come to as soon as possible as you consider internally. You have to take steps towards, right, ma'am?
Mm-hmm.
So you have
We
to
have to.
do the practical activities. Let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you, ma'am. Let me tell you something. Like before 5 years, people
Mm-hmm.
were only taught by the teacher only how to complete their task and materials, all these things. They
Mm-hmm.
were got instruction of teachers, but they didn't they couldn't do any kinds of practical how to speak with people, and that
Mm-hmm.
was the missing part in every student life, and that was the reason still the students were not able to communicate with each other at least a single sentence because of not following practical way. But nowadays it doesn't matter how sufficient you are in your communication, I mean in your grammar or not, but if you know how to speak, okay, you do the I mean practical way, so you must talk to anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
practical is much essential part, practical activities.
Exactly. True. Indeed. Yeah.
Yes. So that's why, ma'am, in this time I'm getting a lot of coming from a lot of village person also speak, and I'm also one of them because I didn't take any instructions of teachers. I started talking with the people, and
Mm-hmm.
now in this time I reached to this level, so I can talk. So
Yes, yes, definitely. You are talking pretty well, I can say, when your grammar is also good. And see,
thank you, ma'am.
earlier it was not like easy to find out this kind of source. Mostly to learn anything, mostly this English language, we could not get the privilege to learn this language. But nowadays, because of the smartphone, whatever we want to learn, we can learn. We can even waste our time on this mobile phone, and if we want to use it in productive way, it is in our hand what we want to do. Because of this smartphone only, now I am talking to you, I have learned this language.
Me too, ma'am. Me too. I also improved myself through this phone only. Otherwise, I didn't have any reasons of reaching this level. I
Mm.
had been through the people through this phone.
I think you also have studied in vernacular medium, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think.
So I think
Mhm.
still the one topic has remained.
Yeah, we'll talk another day. I think how much time we have already spent. I can't see the time. Can you see?
Yeah. I have a session I think at 2 p.m. as well with someone. Hmm.
Yeah, definitely we'll connect. And it was really, really insightful talking to you. I thoroughly enjoyed. And
Yeah,
definitely,
and I think in
Mhm.
middle of conversation I become little bit serious, I think. Am I right, ma'am?
It is the topic is serious topic. Even I think I also became serious. I can resonate these things.
Yeah.
Now it's been long time. I can say that I have been trying to overcome this problem. I was so overthinker person. I was sensitive. I was so happy for a small thing. I felt so like sad. I started crying for a small thing, but now I have improved a lot. I have started working on my communication, how to be a good listener, how to become more calm and composed. These all things matter a lot. So
Yeah.
now I can resonate these things. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am.
And
I think it doesn't matter how sensitive person you are. If you have the better calmness and compose, manner, if you have been adopting through the situations of your life, it will really help you to overcome a lot of things that you ever never have accepted from expected from yourself. Yeah, I'm
however,
also like
right,
so
how,
sensitive.
however, it is not easy to become the mature person and mostly emotionally independent. Even I have read one book and I have not completed the book so far, but it is my best topic. I want to know more and more about this emotional intelligence and becoming emotionally independent. It is like a paramount. We should work on it. We should not depend much emotionally with other people on other people, and we should not expect much from other to make us happy. We should be happy with our own self. We should learn how to be happy with our own self. We should learn how can we spend quality time with our own self. What are our strengths, weaknesses, what are our dreams, what I want in my life. I should not think about other people, what other people have. I need to know what I want in my life. It may be materialistic, it may be materialistic as well. So, see, someone may has the dream that I want to buy one car, I want to make this kind of house. It is completely fine, right? But we should not compare with other people. It may have my dream that I want to buy this thing, that thing, and if I want to, it is okay. Then I should need to work on, I need to earn money. And emotionally, when we start loving our own self, when we know how to spend quality time, then we can feel that I can say that bonding with our inner self that gives us the self satisfaction and happiness immensely. Yeah.
You're right, ma'am. Actually, expecting it's the biggest cause of having a lot of complication and anxiety in our entire life.
Yes.
An expectation. If you do not have any type of expectation, so you would be the happiest person in this world. Because not having expectation into your life, that has been the having the existence of satisfaction internally. What you have, you would be the sufficient to live, feel full your life with peacefully.
Mm.
Right. So that's why. And I think many of them I have gotten a lot of people always regretting why I do not have like that what I personally think in this time, and when I will reach that levels. Many of the speaker, I mean learners, always mention to me, I worked hard but still I am not reached that much level as we expect from myself. So regulating that is mean breaking your confidence level, what you gain through your entire journey of your learning, right? So
Mm-hmm.
just gradually, you just work over there, and it's a totally of your effort. How much effort have
Mm-hmm.
you been putting over this matter? So that will define you are really deserve for having that kind of achievement on certain situation or not. The time will define. Just you just giving them your best.
Mm-hmm. It is true, but sometimes it comes in our mind that I'm putting this much effort, or I feel that maybe I'm not improving. To take the feedback or take the suggestion from those people who have already gone through this kind of situations and they have already improved, they have reached that position. It is okay to ask them. They can tell that yes, it is the process. You need to go in this way for a long period of time. Don't lose your confidence and just keep learning, keep going slowly and gradually. You will also reach that position where you want to be one day. So it's a process, but it happens to me as well. When I find someone better than me, I also ask them that now I'm struggling in this part, I am making this mistake, so how to rectify that. They are experienced already, so they
Yeah,
can
you're
tell.
right, ma'am.
Yeah, it
You're
is
right. But
comparing. It is not about comparing, but taking feedback is important. I always do that.
yes, ma'am, you're right. But how could you sure yourself like in which in which I mean in which time have you been through? That
Mm-hmm.
people also have been through the same time and tough situation. No, every people have their own situations according to their capacity. If
Yeah.
you because God has a God has a ability to observe your capacity, and according to your capacity you will have that kinds of problem and anxiety into your life. So according to your labels, God has a provide you, because we
Mm-hmm.
are being examined through the gods, right? And after finishing this examined in our life, we are going to reach on certain age and be God that. Because each of individuals have the purpose of life, right? After completing this purpose of your life, you must gone. What you did, the people would be remember entire life. So you
Mm-hmm.
can't passing the relevant suggestion what you face. There is no
Mm-hmm.
certainty. These people also facing like you, right?
Mm-hmm. Right, it is, yeah, you are right. But in some extent, for example, when it comes to learning this language, English, there are like certain things we need to do. For example, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. But if you take the help from or suggestion from someone, you can get to know that how it has helped them. After that, if you can relate it, if you find that yes, you find it also fruitful, then you can go with it. But you yourself, if you think that no, I am in right track, whatever I'm doing, I'm improving, I can see that progression in my speaking or anywhere, even the communication skill as well, then you don't need to ask anyone. But it
Yeah,
depends
ma'am.
person to person. But when it comes to me, I have realized that if I find someone good mentor, then I can improve faster rather than if I'm just practicing by myself. Sometimes I get to where to do. But if I take a suggestion, it's not like that all the things I have to do if I take this, but whichever then fruitful and connects to me, I can go with that. That's the reason I'm telling you, when I started learning this language, I started focusing on my pronunciation rather than learning the advanced vocabulary and idioms and phrasal verbs. I have seen some people, they have been speaking this language for 1 year, more than 1 year, but they mostly try to grab the advanced vocabulary and idioms, but they don't focus in their pronunciation and the rhythm of speaking, voice modulation. So it is my perspective. I can't force it anyone to do that. If someone wants to use idioms, phrasal verbs, it is their perspective. But my perspective is that at first I want to improve my pronunciation, my grammar as well, then my way of speaking, voice modulation, rhythm, then calm and composedness, then
Ma'am,
slowly.
sorry for stopping
Yeah, it's
someone.
okay.
We will
Then
connect tomorrow.
let
Okay.
to Not
Yeah,
tomorrow. Let's
according to
connect.
your convenience time, you message me. Okay, I receive another call.